Huh?
You can just vamp for a second.
Did you switch it over to Facebook?
I did.
Okay, awesome. Is it already going?
Yes, you are live.
Oh, we're live. Hey there, everybody. Calling to you now from frozen Texas. Bear with us for just a minute. We're getting some of the new equipment set up, and we're just doing a quick little test, checking out the how it's looking on the monitor over there, and hopefully it'll be working pretty good.
Oh my goodness, it sounds amazing.
Does it?
Sounds great.
That's great.
Well,
All right.
silence it.
Yeah, is it already going? Put it on mute, I guess.
There we go. All right,
Sweet.
go ahead.
Well,
I'm
anyway.
going to share the link a little bit.
Sure, cool. Well, howdy there, folks. It's good to see you again. Thanks for joining us once again for a Tuesday Twofer Ice Apocalypse edition. It's been pretty cold down here. I know that many parts of you get even colder out there in the north and whatnot, but we're not used to it down here in the south. So, you know, you wouldn't believe how many people just lose their minds because of, you know, a few roads being frozen and stuff. It's not to make light of the situation. I'm sure people without power, and that sucks. Luckily, we are blessed to not be without power. But, you know, it's been quite an adventure. So, but with this nice new setup on the tripod mount, should be able to see at least a bit better of the playing area. Tonight, we're going to play some Tavern Masters with you. And we've got, in this, we have the base game, the Dirty Deeds expansion, the Games of Chance expansion, the Dockside expansion, the Fairy expansion, the Tavern Signs expansion, and pretty much all promos we've made. So it should be fun. Lots of fun stuff in there to mess with, and lots of stuff to, you know, play around with. So as soon as Teej gets done you know, promoting the video and stuff and doing his cool stuff, then we'll get things going. We've got all the decks all nicely shuffled already. I don't know if you can see very well, but look how ginormous the Tavern and Patron decks are. That's what you have. You get a lot of expansions plus plenty of promo cards, but I love making promo cards. Of course, the Port deck and the Song deck and the Dirty Deeds deck are still looking pretty short comparatively, even though they're a good size. The Port deck is meant to be kind of small right now because that's going to be expanded more in the Merfolk expansion, because you have Merfolk that can be patrons in your tavern, but they're Merfolk, not patrons, and they come in through the Port, not the Patron deck. And just because I had to save them, I saved the last 6 Tavern Masters coasters that we had made oodles of ages ago on Botticelli marble. But I kept the last 6 for when I finally had an office for us to play in, and now we do. So now we get to use the coasters, and that's exciting.
I'm super excited. I always sit down to play Tavern Masters because, as like other nerds of my type, I like to role play my tavern as it develops, and you know, go back afterwards and write, you know, maybe not write down the whole story, but write down bits and pieces of it so that we can so that I can have a story for later on, or to explain to other people when I'm playing Tavern Masters how the game goes. Oh,
and also we are using the Tavern menu expansion too, but we're not going with any crazy rules. We're just using one of my personal favorites, Salted Rim. It's the one that changes the Dirty Deeds phase from being procedural to being a free-for-all like the other rounds, like the other phases of the game. It's just fun because you can get retribution that way. But there's just as much reason to play it the other way too. That was, you know, why I made it that way. Buttons, yes. I got a cute little. I found one of my cute little chests to put all the little wooden buttons in for the Faeries when they want to give us the money, and the gold
coins. Gold coins.
Do we want to put them like?
Yeah, I'll be back.
The gold.
Why not? I'll be back.
And I can put the buttons over here.
I'll handle the gold.
Indeed.
All right.
So.
Okay. Start with 3. 3 piece.
Huh?
3 gold apiece.
Yeah, 3 gold apiece.
Boom skis.
And then we're gonna get our tavern signs. We each get 3 tavern signs to pick from, and pick one. But we don't have to pick until after we finish drafting.
Yep.
So we're gonna need here's your 3.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna need
Tavern.
I need to get where's the tray?
I'm sorry.
That's fine. With some dice and the first player. Where's the server token?
Oh, server token.
No, the big silver lei that we usually use.
5. 4.
4.
4.
So here's some dice to pick from.
Drafting going on.
Use one of the ale dice.
Whole lot of drafting.
Well, just get a couple of dice sitting out.
All right.
Make it easy. One of the gold dice. A couple of the green dice. That way we'll have some dice to mess with for if we get any.
Oh, gain the chance.
Yeah.
All right.
And let's see. Reese got the regular server token. I'm not sure.
That's sir. Yeah. All right. Here you go, sir.
Okay. Let's see. Be sure to look at your signs too to see what you got working with. Ooh.
Huh.
Okay.
All right. Oop. We were talking about I'd never seen this card before. Earlier today. Oop.
Oops, sorry.
Yes, sir.
I kept looking for the other cards that were supposed to go with the thing, and I was like, no, that's the construction deck. That's Innkeeper. Although at some point soon we should play Innkeeper for them.
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited to play some Innkeeper for everybody. It really takes Tavern Masters. It's part of the Tavern Masters Advanced series. We're adding in the Marketplace, and then comes Innkeeper, and then the Village expansion. Just a whole wealth of different expansions that continue to build upon the mechanics built in Tavern Masters, plus add new and varying mechanics that you can play with or without. I don't remember if Innkeeper, you have to have Marketplace to play Innkeeper. I think the Advanced series is pretty much you have to play with each of them in the series to have continuity, correct?
No. Well, you need Tavern Masters Advance the Marketplace, because that gives you the new market boards and stuff. It gives you all the tokens you need. Right. Because, that's the one that adds in a lot more player agency to where, you could actually buy tokens of things like buy an ale token for 2 gold, and so now you have ale. Okay. Or buy, I think the different tokens you can buy drink-wise are like ale, mead, wine, rum, brandy, cider, and then you can buy goods tokens as well. You can buy fish, cheese, bread, and berry. Okay. And then there's like this stuff you can, and then there's new market boards as well in the Innkeeper expansion for stuff that has to do with the Innkeeper. Yeah. Like the ability to hire NPCs as staff and stuff like that. Yeah. And a few other functions of the different decks in there. And oh, don't worry, it's just the wind chime that attacked you earlier. And then the Village expansion has some market boards that have to do with the stuff in the market, or not in the Village expansion. I mean, because the Village expansion kind of adds in the whole city defense kind of thing. So basically, as long as you have Tavern Masters Advanced, the marketplace, like the base thing, you'll be able to then play the Innkeeper or Village or both. Right. Right. I mean, me, I love putting everything in. So I've made it to where you can put everything in. But not everyone wants to play with everything all the time. Yeah. So I've also made it to where, what expansions everything works with, because everything works with the base expansion. And if it doesn't, it has a gem telling you what it works with and what you need to be playing with. So, with the red gem, if you're using the Dirty Deeds expansion, you can use anything with a red gem. Well, as long as it has just a red gem.
Right.
Like the blue gem means you're using the Dockside expansion. Just like the green gem in these means you're using the Fairy expansion.
Rad. Okay.
And then there's a yellow gem for if you're using Innkeeper. There's a black gem for if you're playing with the Full Moon expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a brown gem if you're playing with the Village.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then like with furtherances of like the Dirty Deeds, Back Alleys, and Drunks, or Bad, that has a red gem as well, but it has a different symbol in it, meaning that you have to it's kind of like you have to be playing with Dirty Deeds and this is a new thing, and you don't want to use those if you're just using Dirty Deeds and not using, so it's kind of like an increased red gem.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like there's an increased red gem of blue for the eventual Merfolk expansion.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to be playing with Dockside and the Merfolk expansion to use the Merfolk.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry guys, just rambling on. But I mean,
I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but Dan has a proclivity to ramble.
I am rather loquacious.
Loquacious.
From time to time.
Yes. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, okay. I'll be the River's End. Elven wine served. I count as having elven wine in my tavern.
Right on.
And not hiring dwarves. I can't play dwarven staff.
I'm going to go with the Baron's Playhouse.
Nice.
Entertainers welcome. You may play entertainers from your hand for
You
free.
get one less gold, one less patron gold from
and
nobles.
one less gold for nobles. I think I can.
I remembered.
I think I can take you finally with this one.
Nice.
So, did we decide who's going first?
I mean, it's first. I figured I'd be server first, which means you'll get first choice of everything, but it's, simultaneous play.
Oh, right on. Okay, yeah.
You forgot.
Guys, we've been snowed in for 3 days. We live in southeast Texas. This has happened once in my life, and it was in 1997. I was not driving myself. This is really the first time that I've had to navigate roadways with ice on them, and it's been awesome. So, forgive me if I'm a little out of it today.
I actually got a lot of practice driving in ice last February when I went up to visit my friends at the drafting table up there in Wixom.
Hey,
Rick
guys!
And the rest, and Matt and Dawn. Guys, it's awesome all the time when I get a chance to hang out with you guys, and when all this COVID stuff happens, I will find a way to get back up to Wixom again and come play at the old Stam Tish table with you, which I'm honored to get to join in at.
Nice.
So, anyway, without further ado, shall we start playing the game?
Yes.
Because I'm going to be buying a Blackberry Mead.
Okay. I'm going to play my Dancing Girl for free.
Nice.
So, steady source of income there. I'm going to play my Toadstools for one.
Oh, I could play the well, I have Elven Wine, but I'm going to go ahead and play Apple Wine anyway.
Yeah, just to have an extra.
Just to have it. And that'll let me play my Arcane Warder, too.
Right on.
I'll save this.
Okay.
So, you're good?
No, I'm going to go ahead and play my last 2 gold and play my Smoked Haddock. It allows me to play nobles and counts as food.
You make a very good point.
Yes.
Our shot glasses. This helps you let the other people at your table know whenever you're done with your round.
Last time Dan drug the shot glasses out, I started to grab a bottle of whiskey. I totally misread his intentions. All right, I'm set there.
Good. No extra patrons, right?
No, not at this stage of the game.
Awesome. There you go. Ooh. Okay. Well, I am going to play the Wood Nymph. Mm-hmm. She likes cheese, and I can use a button to choose and keep anyone patron in my tavern until the next round. Mm-hmm. I also play the River Nymph. Just getting the nymphs in.
Cool.
She likes mead, so she'll hang out as long as she doesn't vanish. And she allows me to play a fish from my hand, or the market, or the discard pile. See, and that's one of the things, too, about the market expansion. The Tavern Masters advance the market. Like all those tokens and stuff you can get in from them. Like the Faeries make use of that already. So it'd be cool that we're releasing when we do Kickstarter later this year, we're going to be doing the Fairy expansion, the Tavern Masters Advanced Market expansion, and the Tavern Signs all together. You know.
Cool.
Because then once you get it in, you can use the market stuff with the Fairy stuff. So.
Excellent.
I can play her too.
Now, I'm not really going to get much use out of it, but I am going to play the Elven Prince and Queen Mab.
Cool.
Because I can play nobles. I'm not going to be able to keep them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't get to keep any of mine.
I have Queen Mab in here, and the Elven Prince. He gained an additional patron gold for each royal in your tavern. Does Queen count as a royal? It has to say the word royal.
Yeah, because it's not actually about who's a royal. It's
Gotcha.
people that are dedicated to the royals, like Royal Guard.
Gotcha.
Royal Arcanist or whatever.
That
royal,
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. And both of these cards are actually from the forthcoming Faeries expansion.
Yeah.
So, as denoted by the little fae on them. So I am set.
Oh, I forgot to give us our song cards.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
I'm not set. All right. Okie dokie. I am set.
Yeah, me too. And then, so then we get our dirty deeds. Bum, 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 bum.
All right. And remember, we're playing with Salted Rim rules. So, Dan, we kind of play each round at the same time instead of going in turn.
Including dirty deeds.
Including dirty deeds. Let's see. No.
I'm going to play dirty deed.
Okay.
Arcane Warder is my agent to play Mirror Visage. I copy your Dancing Girl.
Okay.
So that I have a entertainer this round.
Okay.
Which will let me save the Apprentice Mage for a round. So that's nice.
I'm going to play Rigged Game, which allows me to collect an extra 2 gold this round.
Sweet.
All right. I am set.
Awesome.
Now I'm set.
So now we go on to the Counting the Till phase.
Counting the Till. So I got 2, 3, 4, and
I got to roll for the fairies.
5.
Check the River Nymph first.
I'm going to go ahead and do
4,
this
so
card
she
while you're
pays a
doing that.
wooden button. I get 1 from the Apprentice Mage. And then the Wood Nymph. 2, so she pays a wooden button.
Cool.
Alright. And then she goes away.
All right. All right.
And these
All right.
guys stay. And, yeah.
I can work with that. All right.
And now it's on to you, sir.
I am the server. So it's 3 tavern cards at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay. One, 2, 3. Alright, I'm gonna set this gun over here. Oh yeah, tavern music, bruh.
Yeah.
We need that tavern music. Alright. Yes.
Why not? We have Caden go to all the trouble to make us this glorious soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we have all the licensing rights for it, so why not enjoy it?
All right. So I set your tavern cards there. I'm going to go ahead and...
Awesome.
Huh?
I just said awesome. Thank
Awesome.
you.
I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 and play my Captain's Rum so I can have my first alcoholic beverage
Nice.
in there. But that also, if I have a Captain NPC Each one of those, I gain an additional gold for that, but I also gain an additional gold each round if I have any rum patrons in my tavern. And I'm also going to spend a gold to play my wild game. It counts as food if you have any staff in your tavern, which I do, which is the dancing girl. And I may play any noble patrons if you have any staff in your tavern, which I do. Tavern girl.
Nice. I'm going to pay 2 to play the Black Cherry Brandy.
Nice.
One of the drinks from the Faeries expansion. It's a brandy. It counts as berry because it's black cherry, but it's counts as a berry. And you gain 1 gold each round if you have any fair folk in your tavern.
Oh, and just to round out my tavern, as far as attractions go, I'm going to go ahead and play my dartboard. That is, it's a game, so I gain gold each round if I have any soldiers in my tavern.
Nice.
And then I am complete.
I'm also complete.
Any extra patrons?
You complete me.
That guys.
No
any extra patrons? So that's we get 3. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Sweet. Oh, and songs.
Oh, and songs. 2 songs for the lot of us.
No, just for you. My copy was for last
yes,
round.
that's correct.
Oh, but I would have gotten a song from last round for having an entertainer.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
When we play games and we miss out on a mechanic or missing out on a draw, we go on the honor system. We just let them have it.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, I mean, we're trying to play test the games too to make sure everything works right.
Yes.
So we have to assume that no one is forgetting anything and everyone's going exactly by the rules. Mm-hmm. So if we forget something, we don't want to cheat our playtest experience by being like, no, you forgot, you can't do it,
You can't do that. No, happy. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play my stowaway. Just a stowaway. It remains in my tavern until I discard any duck or sailor.
Any sailor, yeah.
Any sailors from my tavern. Let's see. I'm going to play Reel and Route. That allows me to play any fair folk in my tavern for free this round. And I gain an additional 3 buttons. 3 buttons!
Nice. Having a wench in the river nymph lets me play the cat burglar. She gives me additional 1 gold this round if I have any nobles, but I don't. Okay, I played Brewer's Barrels. Barrels and barrels and barrels of ale, barrels of ale, barrels of ale. And that lets me play the guardsman, who likes wenches, and the river nymph happens to be... Okay, so that's... there we go.
All right.
Dirty Deeds.
Dirty Deeds. We each get 2, correct?
We each get 1.
Each get 1.
I get the first one. It's just the
Yeah.
server. Again, we just always try and go by exactly how the card should fall on a table.
Yeah.
Because while we don't
Honor
really
system.
care, it's not so much for us about winning. Even though we do like winning, who doesn't like winning? But I mean, like, sometimes you go to conventions and people are like, that card would have been the card I drew, that's my card, you can't have that card. And,
I've never experienced any of that because I've only been to one convention, but Lord.
I mean, it just is what it is.
It is what it is. That's true. Let's see what we got here, guys.
Okay, I'm going to have to discard this round. Let's see, so we got Dirty D's. Okay, so 6, 7. Okay, so we have a hand size of 8. With those, we have it's normally 5, then we have a +1 from Dirty Deeds, we have a +1 from Dockside, and we have a +1 from the Fairy expansion. So, and then the Innkeeper actually adds in 2 more, so that makes it 10. The village
Yeah.
will probably add in, one or two as well, maybe, depending. I have to wait until that expansion's still being, fleshed out and worked over and whatnot. But I have a lot of the cards for it.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Alright, I am set.
okay.
Have you gonna play the Dirty Deeds?
No.
No?
I don't think so. Nope.
Neither am I. Neither am I.
Discard.
Now I'm discarding 2 of my Dirty Deeds because I don't need them anymore.
Same here.
And moving this guy here.
It's one of the cool things about the marketplace, like the Tavern Masters events. Like, you can actually trade unused Dirty Deed cards for stuff.
Right.
There's all kinds of stuff you can do with those.
I need a dice to roll for my field sprite. Alright.
I got to roll for my wood nymph. 2. I got a button.
4. 4 is gold, right?
4 is a button.
4 is a button.
5 and 6 are.
That's
of
right.
course, there'll be custom dice for the game. Like, it'll be the little vanish dice or the fairy dice or whatever we end up finally calling them.
Need a button. Por favor.
Baton.
Oh, I need my. Oh, yeah. Also need my 3. Are these yours?
Those are mine.
I need 3 because of my
Reeling route?
Reeling route. Correct. Thank you. All right.
And then gold. 2, 3.
Yeah, I've already taken my gold. I'm good.
I have not. I need one more gold, please.
One more gold.
Thanks, sir.
Uno más. There you go, sir.
Nice. All
I got all
right.
these gold dragons out like we're gonna need this many gold dragons. I'll put you down. You gotta quit. Probably haven't heard anything from Matthew yet.
Well, everyone's busy.
We are, yes, we do have a very busy clientele. All right. So you are now the server, sir. Here's the tavern deck.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Baller. Let's see here. What we got?
Ooh, hey, I get to hire the troubadour because of the wine, and I'm going to pay a gold to play elderberry ale, so I finally have ale.
Cool.
Of course, also is berry because
I'll play one. Drop out my rock bottom ale. And I'm going to play my weathered barkeep that counts as a captain. And other players may not play sailor-based dirty deeds on you or your tavern. So I'm going to go ahead and put him out over here. I'm going to have to rearrange my foods and drinks and stuff.
I'm going to pay a gold to play the rusty squeeze box. Just because.
Yeah.
It lets me play an additional song each night if I have any sailors in my
I
tavern.
can play the village juggler because I have an ale in my tavern now.
Nice.
Oh, let's see. I don't have any wine yet, so I can't do
Don't suppose
that.
you have any rum for trade? Probably not, huh?
I don't have any rum,
I
except for my captain's rum, and you may not have it.
Of course. I wouldn't expect to.
Each one of you, Captain NPC, and then one for having her.
You ready for patrons?
Huh? I am.
Oh,
ready
and
for
you have a weathered barkeep. You could play a port card if you wanted.
Ooh, I'm gonna play a port card because we haven't played them yet. Ahoy! Each player may play any one thief from their hand for free. Thief, thug.
Thug.
Let's see.
None dummy, I guess.
Not yet, at least.
All right.
Here you go, sir, for the patrons.
Say. You get any extra patrons or anything?
No, I am. It is it is rather interesting that I am filling out yet another dockside tavern. We've got smoked haddock and wild game.
Yeah.
Our main drink is our captain's rum, and we have the rock bottom ale for those who just aren't feeling rum.
I could go for some smoked haddock.
Right? That would be awesome.
I've been watching a couple of seasons of the show called Wicked Tuna. It's fun. It's great. Just makes me want to go out fishing all the more.
I have the Pressinger.
Pressganger?
Pressganger?
Yeah.
Pressganger. He's a thug, so I can play him for free this round. And I'm also going to play the Guardsman.
Play the Night Fae. I'm actually going to pay a button to her to play anyone mage from my hand, which lets me play the Lore Master. I get to draw an additional song card every night. So I get an extra song. Yay! And then who else do we get?
I'm going to play my
Julie, the peasant.
Gambler.
And the Rum Runner. Hey, I get to play
Nice.
a court card.
Excellent. Here you go. I'll get you one.
Thanks, sir. Ooh. Ahoy! Each player may play any one wench from their hand for free this round. It's the Scarlet Maiden.
Any one winch from their hand for
Any
free.
one wench.
No winches for me. Mine is
You're
at home.
wench free.
Let's see. No. Any winch. I'm going to play the Champion's Anthem as my song for this round. You may play any soldiers in your hand for free this round. Gain 1 gold for each for each game in your tavern. So I have the Gambler, the Rambler, and the Ambler. And I have the Gambler and I have the Dartboard,
Nice.
which gives me 2 gold. And also my Dartboard will give me 1 gold each round if I have a soldier in my tavern. So I'm setting it up to take you down.
I see. Well, and I have the Rusty Squeeze box. And that allows me to play additional songs since I have the Rum Runner. So I am first going to play the Tale of the Cobbler.
Nice.
Wait, no, not the Tale of the Cobbler. What am I
I
saying?
am going to
I'm
play a
sorry.
button to put my
Play a
trooper
lusty
around.
tune, yes. I get to play any wenches in my hand for free this round, and moreover, I get 1 gold for each patron of my tavern who likes wenches, which the Guardsman does. And then I'm going to play the Looking Glass.
Ooh.
Gain 1 gold for each wench in your tavern, gain 2 gold for each brandy in your tavern.
Excellent.
There's, of course, a reason for that. Brandy, the Looking Glass. Looking Glass is the band from the 70s that did the song Brandy, You're a Fine Girl.
Yes.
Yes.
We know,
and,
Dan. We
yeah,
know.
Yeah.
We always know. Now,
That's
what
why
is
Brady the Barmaid's in
what
here.
is the modifier to allow you to play 2 songs per round?
Rusty Squeeze Box. I can
Rusty
play an additional song each night if I have any sailors in my tavern.
Cool.
You know that thing that you said you'd never got to play with before and then kept passing back to me
Yeah.
in the drafting?
Yeah. I'm not a smart man most of the time, but sometimes it happens. All right. Now, let's see. I've got.
Isn't it the Who that does that Mama's Got a Squeeze Box, Daddy Never Sleeps at Night song? I can't remember.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. So, that's me. Yeah, Dirty Deeds.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my gold so that I can take you down.
Mm-hmm.
Show you who
So I
bows.
use my Dirty Deeds to destroy it all.
Yeah.
Ooh-ha.
Hopefully. You would hope.
Wait, why did I just try and deal us 3? Because I'm silly, I suppose. Unless you have a criminal mind.
I do not. Unfortunately, or else I'd be a millionaire by now.
Now, of course, there is actually a tavern menu card that you can get 3 Dirty Deeds a night.
Oh,
But
Lord.
it's the extra dirty.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because, they're all named after
Martini.
ways you can serve drinks.
Yeah.
But
Bag of rats.
we should be playing with Frozen. I thought about it, but then it's one of those really cool out there ones.
Yeah.
It's like basically every round you roll the die, and if you roll a 5 or a 6, there's a blizzard, and so patrons can't leave your tavern. Like, note, can't leave anyone's taverns
Yeah.
because there's a blizzard. So,
All right.
I'm going to play. Are you playing a bag of rats on me?
I am playing a bag of rats on you.
Well, I don't have any food.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, you
Really?
do.
Where?
You don't.
I
Dang
don't.
it. Never
So
mind.
just put it back in your hand. But
Oh.
I'm playing a dirty deed since you've been so mean. Word of mouth, it's nothing bad. Just get
What
to
is-
steal any patron as it's being discarded.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. Mm. Okay.
All right, so Counting the till?
Counting the till.
All right. Had fair folk, so I better roll for my fair folk.
Yeah.
River nymph. 3. Get a button. And the night fae. 5. I get a gold.
Cool.
Yeah, pay up, Faeries. And then she leaves. And then 1, 2, 3.
16. Up to 16. What's up? Okay.
3.
Now I need to roll for my field sprite. Oh, I've got my dice over here.
So I need 4 gold, please.
Need 4 gold?
If you don't mind.
Go, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Roll it for my field sprite. And I got a 6, so I get a gold.
Nice.
Alright. Now I have to discard the gambler and the press ganger.
Press ganger.
Press ganger. There we go. Boop. Alright. Put this over here. Oop, there we go. Alright.
If you could put them to the side.
Oh, to the side?
Yeah, just because this is down here because it's the salted rim.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That way it just kind of keeps them out of the play area. Oh, this is my sign card.
Okay. And I am the server now. So are you ready?
Oh, I forgot to get gold from this. Hold on.
Okay.
I had Hey that likes it, so that's 1. Had 1 wench, so that's wait. Was the night fae? Night fae is not a wench, I don't think. No. Okay, so that's 2 plus 2 for the brandy, so that's 4. So it'd be 4 more.
4 more?
So
14. No, that's 14. Quattro.
Quattro.
That's 3 and 4. Would you like to change out for a gold dragon?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Okay.
yet. Never know what I might buy, you know?
All right.
Get this card down to 8, and then...
My
start
turn.
the-
Go do the patrons. You get any extras?
I do not.
Do not. 1, 2, 3. You guys are... Boop.
Tavern cards.
Tavern. Ooh, son.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and play the saltwater rum since it's free, even though the people that like rum don't get to like rum. But
I'm going to play my King's Ale.
that lets me play the privateer. And then I'm going to pay 2 to play Stinky the Grill Cook, who's modeled after a friend of mine, sadly passed. But Stinky the Grill Cook is one of the promo cards we did, and he food in my hand costs 1 less gold to purchase, and I get to draw an additional patron this round if I have any food in my tavern. So that's cool.
I'm going to go ahead and draw my port card for my weathered barkeep.
And he makes the mutton cost 1, so I pay 1 to play mutton.
Ahoy!
Mutton, who's got the
Each
mutton?
player may play any 1 ale from their hand for free this round.
Nice.
Don't have any
If I
ales.
had but ale.
So I'm sitting pretty over here. Just
Yeah.
Captain's Rum, King's Ale, backup stock of Rock Bottom Ale, being served by a weathered barkeep. Possibly spent most of his days working the galley on a large galleon as a spice trader. And as we know, spice in the world of Destiny is pretty hard to come by. Certain spices and stuff like that, certain special spices.
Certain ones,
you have to
yeah.
make pretty dangerous journeys to the far eastern lands to get some of these spices that a lot of people really love. All
Yeah,
right.
well, a lot of them come from the desert, as a matter of fact. But
Yeah.
plenty of interesting spices grow in the Great Forest, which is where
Yeah.
most of Eldron takes place.
Yeah.
There's some interesting ones from the north, too. As a matter of fact, on the wiki, I actually started a list of, herbs and spices and dried...
Oh yeah, because you have
stuff.
a cookbook of Destiny planned.
Well, yeah, I don't think they'll come into that much, but they might.
Yeah.
But yeah, we one day, we've been slowly building together recipes, because one day we're going to put out a Tavern Masters cookbook. And then, it'll have recipes for some of the different food cards that we have in the game, and just some good, tavern-type recipes. And then, of course, it'll come with some special, unique cards, that are recipes from the book and, stuff like that. So, but I've always loved cooking, so why not put out a cookbook, right?
Right.
I mean,
And Dan is a phenomenal cook.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so...
I don't burn everything all the time.
No, he doesn't. Not at all. Let's see.
Actually, one of the cool things about our new place, it has an indoor grill.
Yeah.
This place is so cool. But, it has an indoor grill on the stove. Of course, I gotta get the downdraft working so we can get so smoky in here. But,
Yeah.
Oh man, we've been grilling so much. Just like the other night on Valentine's Day. Well, I did it the next day because we already had food that we had planned on Valentine's Day. But the next day I cooked up Crystal and I some delicious steaks.
Yeah, they were awesome.
So
I was jealous.
good. Oh my god, the taste. I need to get some more steaks. Cook up some more. Yes. Or maybe I should just cook up some mutton. Then I can play some nobles in here.
To get some nobles in here. Alright, now, let's see where we're at. Are you ready for patrons, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Muchly.
You get any extras?
Oh, let me go ahead and play a port card real quick. So
Oh,
I've got
yeah.
a sailor. Are you going to do one?
I already did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you can play any ale for free.
Oh, right, you did say that. I'm so sorry. I should have heard your ahoy. Ahoy! Each player may play any one craftsman from their hand for free each round.
Okay.
It's the Settler's Cutter. Of course, it's true. There's not a ton of craftsmen right now.
No.
The Innkeeper expansion that really plays a lot with the craftsman. It also adds in a lot more about the cider too. Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Can't wait to show you guys.
Oh, and song card.
Oh,
Two for
yes,
you,
some,
right?
2 for each of us.
2 for you. And...
Actually, technically 3 for me because of the Lore Master. I know. Oh, Dan gets 3 songs.
Alright, let's see here.
Ah, patrons. Yay. Who's coming in my door today? Well, the Enchantress comes in because I have any staff.
We played the Spice Trader. And...
The Tavern Fairy. She likes bar. Now see, it says likes bar, so that means barmaid, barkeep, bar back if there's one, weathered barkeep. So if you have the Tavern Fairy, she would like you. But you don't. No. And the Dairy Maid. Let's play.
I'm also going to play the Guild Enforcer. Because I'm playing the Miner's Ordinance.
But I'm going to play the Dragon Slayer song. That lets me play anyone drink in my hand for free this round, and I gain 1 gold for each drink in my tavern. So I'll play the Dwarven Mead.
Alright. The Guild Enforcer allows me to play any one Thug patron from your hand or the patron discard this round. So I'm going to go ahead and... Do I do that now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do it now. Okay.
Well, wait, you're the server, right?
Yeah.
So I would go first, but I don't have anything to let me play
Discard?
a Thug, so
Okay.
go right ahead.
Aha! I can play the Cat Burglar. Nikea has made it to the docks. Nikea is a little character that Dan and I have been workshopping. She's kind of like the Marco Polo of the world of Destiny, but she also gets wrapped up in a lot of intrigue with what Dan and I call the big bads, or what I call the big bads of the world of Destiny at this point in history, called the Red Diamond. She comes from a desert-dwelling race of catfolk, modeled after our historical or mythological Egyptians. the land was originally inhabited by mostly humans, and cats were revered in their society. And over time,
What, they took about the Desert of Zarala?
yeah. Over time, these cats became more and more grown up, as you will, and some started to walk on their hind legs and converse with people. And over time, they've become a well-known part of society there, and have even, in case of Nicaea, her father is a well-known merchant who has risen to a certain rank within that kingdom. Or sultanate, if you will, and has sent Nicaea to see the world and help him find more merchants to network with, which ends up leading her on a continent-wide adventure, learning about the world of destiny and getting into all kinds of trouble.
Okay.
With her dwarven friends and a troll friend that she has that accompany her, and I'm really excited to flesh that out more so we can write some short stories for you so you can see what we're doing with it.
Yeah, I've also started a little bit of writing on some short stories and stuff that I hope to share soon. But right now, I'm still really focused on trying to get our wiki back up and going, because it's got a lot of the information we worked up in it. And I want to start doing those Destiny videos for you guys, but before I can do that, I have to have access to all that, so I can, have, this wealth of information to share about every little thing. I also play Second Song because of the Rusty Squeeze Box, so I'm also going to play Miner's Lament. I get to play any mead patrons in my hand for free this round, not that I need to, and gain a gold for each patron in my tavern who likes mead, of which there are 2, so that's always nice. And then I guess it's just on to the Dirty Deed phase.
On to Dirty Deeds, sir. It's just the one Dirty Deed for each of us?
Yep.
Yup. Okay. Let's see. Lure of poetry.
All my stuff affects you at the end of the round, so there's no point anyway, because this is going to be the last round, I imagine.
I'm going to play Midnight Burglary.
Nice.
Steal 1 tavern card at random from target player's hand.
Here's the random 1 tavern card.
No.
That's all I have is 1.
I'm bad at that. Let's see. And I think that's all I'm going to play.
All right.
So that is... Are you playing No Dirty Deeds for you? Okay. Also for me. Ooh, am I going to win one? Am I going to win?
It could be.
Awesome.
Let's count up and
okay,
find
let's
out.
see. Everybody likes mead. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I need to roll for the Faeries. So the River Nymph. 3, she gives me a button. And the Tavern Fairy.
I'm going to trade that out.
She gives me a button too.
Dragon.
Some of these fairies just
Gold
don't
dragon.
understand what money is.
Ooh, Dan.
Oh, but there is another thing about the wooden buttons too. They actually affect as a tiebreaker. See, normally in the game, if there's a tie between 2 players for first place, everyone plays again. But the wooden buttons count as a secondary backup tiebreaker.
Excellent.
So,
All right, I'm going to go ahead and discard my ones that are not staying. You have been granted a respite. I'm at 19. Patrons. So, but I need to roll.
I need 13.
Need 13. Here's 5.
You just give me a dragon.
Okay.
These 3.
5 minutes. Here you go.
Thank you.
I don't like doing math, Dan. Or something to that effect.
Sadly, no respite. Because that will put me at 21.
Are you kidding? Hang on 1 second. Just hang on.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
5. I get a gold. I'm at 20. Which doesn't do anything for me. Wait a minute. Oh! I didn't put a gold out there for my... Yes, I did. I did.
Well, yeah.
Crap!
Sorry.
Every time. Every single time.
That squeeze box was the clincher.
You know what, Dan? I don't want to listen to your mouth. I don't know. The Baron's Playhouse will be back next week to try again and take down the creator of Tavern Masters. Today was not my day.
Oh, but it was great.
Yeah, it was great. That's actually a really good game.
Yeah, it was fun.
So I'm just kind of going over what I actually had.
Oh, I didn't even get the extra gold for each of my staff.
Whatever. Whatever, Dan. So going back over my tavern, just to kind of put a little story in there. It's the Baron's Playhouse. However, at the Baron's Playhouse, we're all about a raucous good time. But the only land we could actually find was down near the dock. So we knew we were going to have a rough crowd. But we just decided to tempt it and leave it to fate. The owners hired a barkeep who just retired off of a galleon out of the Northern Run. And he made a couple of early suggestions early on. Hire a dancing girl, a couple of entertainers, somebody to play music, and a woman to dance to it, and a juggler to entertain everybody. He juggled fire. Because, rum and fire always go really well together.
Always.
Now, for our, since we were down at the port, we have easy access to a lot of fish traders. The fish market is 2 streets over, so we can just run down there and get some haddock, have that smoking for the day, and have food for everybody. So we had the captain's rum, the king's ale, and a good stock of ale just for all of those traveling sailors.
Sometimes I cook fish just for the halibut.
Just for the halibut. My God. There's a dirty deed over here. And we also, the weather barkeep that was working behind the bar always had a real soft spot. Always a real soft spot for rangers and hunters and things like that, because that's what his brother ended up doing. And they still stay in fairly good contact. So he's always got a good access to wild game. Everybody loves wild game, like everybody loves a duck, right?
Yeah.
If I go with this kind of a build next time, I might be able to expand upon this story. But luckily, the weather barkeep is something that I always see popping up in my hands.
That's cool. That's very cool. I like the weather barkeep. He's the
Patreon. I can put that there. Guys, with next week or the week after next, I think we're going to try to have our multi-camera setup so you guys can see our cards a little bit better.
Yeah, and like stuff that we can cut between or whatever.
Oh yeah, and next week I think Dan and Crystal were looking for Realms of Destiny.
Yeah, I'm trying to find Realms of Destiny so I can set it out and show you guys one night on one of our Tuesday 2-4s. Because Realms of Destiny is personally my favorite game that I've made so far. I'm not saying it's my best game, although I think it's one of my best. But it's this huge board for adventuring and stuff, and I've got 5 expansions already done and basically ready to print as well. That add whole boards and whole areas. Really, the Harvest expansion's done too, and that's ready to print. So it's only the epic expanses and the epic realms, which are like separate boards that still have to be fleshed out more. Some of them have already been prototyped.
Right.
Like that game I've been working on for over 10 years now. It is so much fun. I mean,
it is. It is
questing around. There's guilds to join. There's quests to do. There's tons of NPCs to encounter in the forest. Some you fight, some you befriend. It all depends on your allegiance. And there's a lot of choices to make, a lot of things to go about doing, and a lot of ways to play it. You can play it just like Tavern Masters. You can play it solo, cooperative, or competitive. But it's a lot more going on and stuff too. But even when you're playing cooperative, you're all adventuring, doing your own individual adventures and meeting up at the end to fight the big bad, And the big bad changes every time because you got the tyrant deck,
Don't we even have a very strong vampire that resembles what could possibly be the Lord of the Night?
There's a vampire lord, I think. Yeah,
okay.
That's one of the things, yeah.
Could he be the Lord of the Night?
Well,
Who knows?
He could be.
Yeah.
He could be. He could be one of the characters from Lord of the Night.
I didn't even think of that.
Because Lord of the Night was a while ago. Of course, in some, like sometimes you draw the throne cards.
Yeah.
And sometimes the Lord is still there awake. You gotta fight him, so.
Yeah. Oh, that is true. I forgot about that.
But one of the things I try and stay away from is I try and stay away from anything that would have a definitive ending to one of my games. So,
Right.
like, you know, no matter how many stories we tell before or after in the time period, like, we will never basically say in the stories who won Lord of the Night, who
Right.
won that thing, because,
Right.
you know, then that takes away from everyone's chance to make it their own.
Right.
You know.
And that's actually something that I've come across in and writing up backstory for Belladonna Nix. And the short story that I have written out for her, there is an ending to the trials that she goes through, but it's the successor is never named. You just see that the lights have come on in the castle, and then there's a beam of pure evil darkness that just shoots straight up into the sky, signifying that there's a new Lord of the Night. Kind of like, you know, when they pick a new pope, the smoke turns white.
There's a red smoke from the castle chimney.
Exactly. You know, the way that Dan has crafted these games, Tavern Masters could take place in a tavern within the board for World of Destiny.
Well, the tavern space in the World of Destiny is Kriss, actually,
Yeah.
down to the south.
Yeah.
This all takes place in Redstaff, which is up there. Actually, there's the docks space on the northern seaboard.
That's right.
And that's Dockside, which is right next to Redstaff.
Cool. So next week, guys,
There's a story behind everything.
there's a story. I mean, that's what Dan and I do in our spare time when we're not working on other things. We're talking about, oh well, you know, what if the Dwarven kingdoms had this magical piece of armor that drove the wearer insane because the helm encapsulates rulers that have come from before, shards of their memory.
The Valorium armor.
The Valorium armor, yes. It's super cool, and I can't wait till we start doing some of these lore episodes where we can actually delve deeper into them and talk about,
because there is tons of it.
Yeah, we may be at the start of a golden era in the world of Destiny, but there is still a lot of big bad and big evil that's going on out there, and it's not anything that's world ending, but it could really cause
there's always
the world economy.
threats to stuff for sure, you know, but there's also plenty of heroes to rise to the challenge.
Exactly, and those heroes are you. So that's really all I have for tonight, guys. I'm liking the new setup up there. You can actually see the table and everything like that.
And even this is still just a temporary setup, because we're going to have a multi-camera setup and stuff. So I mean, eventually.
Yep.
But this is certainly better than having on the table, so I can be on the table and I don't shake the world for you guys.
It would be great when we sing Daenu. So next week, guys, I hope you guys join us next week, because we are going to be showing off Realms of Destiny, which is awesome. Once we
as long as I find the board, because I could have the printed board, but man, we had a nice one printed by Inked Gaming, a nice big
nice
matte
sublimated board,
and it's such a nice piece, especially when we're at conventions. Just having it sitting out there, it's definitely just people draw into it. They're like, what's this? It's this huge map board of all these places.
Well, and it also gives Dan and I a chance to kind of expand upon some of the lore of the region, and just start kind of cluing you in on where we're headed with the IP. Because we're not just making games here; we're creating a new IP and something that other people can actually create stories and
campaign. We're making the whole IP. I mean, campaign setting for people that want to play their games, no matter what system they want to use.
Exactly.
It's a setting.
Exactly.
And the wiki, we've been trying to fill it out, and there's still plenty to go, but we want to have plenty of information for you to build on and go from. But it's also meant to be very inclusive of lots of stuff between, the people that play, the lore that's used, the culture. I mean, the whole idea is to have this vast tapestry, and for you to be able to take your own little piece of it and make it your own. Eventually, as more creators come out that want to work in the world of Destiny, we'll give them lore and stuff to work with, and then they can do their thing, whether it be art, paintings, or comic books, or stories, or web serials, or whatever they want to do. And then we work with them, just to help them keep the lore, all fitting within the world. And then boom, it's canon. Yeah.
Next, I just popped in my head because you were talking about it earlier today. I don't mean to interrupt you, but
no, I was pretty much.
You are waiting for. So they were supposed to come in today, but they'll definitely be here by Friday.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The new, improved
staves.
Yes. You have 3 copies of it.
Final prototype. Yeah, 3 copies. One.
And this
for us
was
to
all the
play
extra
with.
pieces in the middle. All the extra middle pieces?
Yeah, it's got all the extra middle pieces. It's got all the new clients.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's like almost 30 clients.
Awesome.
You know, and then
Awesome.
You know, it's got all the different middle pieces rather than just the same.
So, what we'll be doing next week is we'll probably play a game of staves.
Show off the new.
Show off the new thing, and then the other 2 copies are for us to find folks.
We try and find some good reviewers.
Yeah, some good reviewers to do that. So if you have any ideas for reviewers that you think we should reach out to, drop them in the comments section. Shoot us a message, whatever.
Yeah.
If you are a reviewer yourself and you would like to have a go at staves, contact us and we'll talk it out.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are well. I hope you take care of each other and take a little bit of time to enjoy your day.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful evening. If you are experiencing this frozen winterland,
Winter tundra,
right now,
yeah.
Just be super safe. You know, if you just be careful out there. You know, we love you guys, and we're super happy to have you along on the journey. And we hope you have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you again next Tuesday, if not before. I can't wait to get these Destiny videos started up. So as soon as I can get the wiki fixed and stuff, I'm going to sit down and start recording them. Because it's my hope to be able to record enough that I can put out one a day. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But, I mean, this is... I'm glad to finally be getting all of this out into the world and get to share more of this stuff, you know. And, yeah. So, anyway, y'all have a marvelous evening. Thanks again. Be safe, and we'll see you next week.